Hey everyone, welcome back to Robot Boy, and today we're going to be taking a look at the expanded multiplayer that I assume will be coming in the upcoming 1.5 update for No Man's Sky. I want to share my thoughts, I want to let you know what I think is going to be in the update with regards to multiplayer, and at the end, of course, as always, I want to hear your thoughts as well. At the end of the Atlas Rises trailer, we heard the line, "and much more will follow." This was directly after the listing of joint exploration as being a feature added in 1.3. Obviously, they were speaking in general, much more will follow in general, as I'm sure we're going to see much more of everything in the following update, but there was definitely some weight behind the indication that Hello Games will continue to expand multiplayer aspects of No Man's Sky. Now, I'm not going to go into any more detail. We know multiplayer is going to be expanded. That's it. I'm not going to debate whether that's going to happen or not. I was interviewed on Mac 4Day's channel a few weeks ago where we discussed what we thought would be in the next update, and it led us on to multiplayer. Inevitably, it led us there. And I'm going to expand a bit today on what I said there, and I'm going to share my thoughts with you on what I think multiplayer will entail once it is properly introduced to No Man's Sky. A summary of where I stand on what will come in 1.5 in relation to multiplayer is this: interactivity. To make multiplayer work properly, all Hello Games really need to do is just make the sessions that we are in interactive and synced so that we can see the same things as other people at the same time. Generally, I'd like to be able to do everything that we could already do, but with another person. To be honest, there isn't really a lot more that they need to add in order to create a solid multiplayer experience off the bat post 1.38. Now, this is not me saying that they will not add more to flesh it out, not at all. And maybe we will start to see all sorts of cool new features and mechanics to really emphasize cooperative gameplay, but I'm not going to speculate completely as to what that will be. All I've said is maybe things like factions or shared base building, stuff like that. But generally, multiplayer itself does not need a whole lot more done to it. If you remove multiplayer from the game completely, even from its current stage of joint exploration right now, where we just see floating orbs, the player base still, from the next update, mostly want core solo mechanics implemented as main new features to come in 1.5. New biomes, new generation, better fauna, better AI, better combat, etc. I've discussed these in other videos, but these are all mechanics that are separate from multiplayer and would change the base gameplay. So from this, now we add the one thing that I really think multiplayer will include as kind of its signature addition and the reason to be involved in multiplayer, and that is player models. And that's pretty much it. That's all that multiplayer really needs in order to function properly. The rest of the multiplayer experience will come from the other general improvements and additions that will improve the game whether you play solo or with another player. In short, multiplayer will be fleshed out by improving the base gameplay first, then allowing you to see other people while you go about playing the rest of the game. Sean always implied and said that No Man's Sky was never meant to be a full-on multiplayer MMO style game. It never will be. At most, we would make contact with another player, say hello, and then we'd be on our way. And if they turn the switch that allows us to see each other in real time in 1.5 with player models, and also add everything else we've been waiting for, then that's all we need to have a solid, fulfilling multiplayer experience, whether you choose to have it or not. Basically, what I'm saying is, with 1.5, with all the extra content they're going to add not related to multiplayer, it's going to make the game great whether or not you're playing it on your own or with a friend. All they need to do is add a player model, the ability to see someone else while you're experiencing all of this new content, and that's fleshed out multiplayer for me. That's all I think they really need to do. There's not much more they can do without it turning into MMO style experiences, raids, and all that sort of stuff. That's never going to come. I'm going to keep going around in circles. I hope you guys get my point that I'm trying to make. And again, I'm not saying that they won't continue to add and develop it, but for me, that's kind of pretty much all they need to do. And that's it, guys. What do you think will be added in order to flesh out the multiplayer in No Man's Sky? And do you agree with what I've said in this video? Do you think that that's all they really need to do? Or do you think they need to do a lot more in order to make multiplayer more expansive? And as always, when do you think the new update is going to drop? Leave your thoughts below. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it. And do subscribe to join me on this journey. With that, I'll see you all in the next video.